And news just coming in on a Prime Minister's upcoming visit to the UK. The free trade agreement between both the sides will be exchanged during Prime Minister Modi's UK visit. So this is a confirmation coming now. The free trade agreement will be exchanged during Prime Minister's upcoming visit to the UK. Well, Prime Minister has already embarked for the UK a while back, and the free trade agreement will be exchanged between both the sides. So the agreement on India-UK FTA was reached on 6th May 2025 between the Prime Minister of both the countries, following final talks in London between the Business and Trade Secretary and the Minister of Commerce and Industry in India. This was built upon the discussions held between the two Prime Ministers on the sidelines of the G20 Summit in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil in November 2024. And the FTA intense negotiations are reaching its final leg now, as the FTAs will be exchanged between the Prime Minister's Narendra Modi's visit to London in the UK. So it's a landmark agreement, an ambitious, mutually beneficial free trade agreement, along with a double contribution convention. So these landmark agreements will further deepen the comprehensive strategic partnership between India and the UK and catalyze trade, investment, growth, job creation and innovation in both India and the UK economies. As we talked earlier in the bulletin, India and the UK have a robust bilateral trade of about $60 billion, which is projected to double by 2030. So let me now bring in my colleague, Gautam Roy, reporting from London. Gautam, finally, long-awaited India-UK free trade agreement will be exchanged during Prime Minister Modi's upcoming UK visit. What more can you tell us on this very important, significant development between the ties of both countries?
Oh yes, Tanvi, big moment it will be when this particular weighty document is exchanged. It's about over 2,000 pages long. It's got several chapters, and it took quite a while to be finalized, because that's what was announced on the 6th of May, that all the negotiations have been concluded, and it was just a question of sort of formalities such as the clearance by the Union Cabinet in Delhi was concerned, and this document is now ready to be exchanged. It's been in the works for the last over 3 years, and it's seen, I guess, 3 conservative prime ministers during that period, and then of course we had the Liberals coming in to power as well, and they're the ones who are getting it across the line. So it'll be quite an opportunity, a big photo opportunity for both the leaders when this FTA is exchanged. It holds a lot of meaning. You yourself mentioned that it has the potential to double trade within just a matter of years. By 2030, it's already crossed $55 billion, and it has the potential to go beyond 100 and even more in a very short span of time. That's the kind of deal this is, because it will, of course, in certain commodities, there will be quotas, and there will be a staggered reduction of duties when certain goods, import certain goods from the UK is concerned. But in the case of India, most of its goods will be zero tariffs, and that is a huge both for our textiles, for our jewelry and diamond industry, for our leather, for so many produces that are produced in every corner of the country. So it holds tremendous potential, because the UK is a big market. The UK is also looking to integrate further with Europe as well. That is an effort that is ongoing. So we will see more of that unfolding as we go along.
Indeed, Britain remains a key economic partner for India, and likewise India itself is a key contributor to the British economy. Now, with this India-UK free trade agreement materializing, will it set off a new bold era for, new bold trade era to kick off with this free trade agreement?
Well, we've seen how the entire gamut of trade relations is being recalibrated. It's going through a shift, when it comes to how trade is moving across the world because of the kind of restrictions, the protectionism that has come about as an anti-reaction and anti-force to globalization. We've seen that banner being taken forward in the most forthright and aggressive manner by Donald Trump in the US. But there you have countries like India and the UK who are saying that we will bring down barriers bilaterally. And India has been working on a lot of similar trade deals. We give them different nomenclatures. There are PTAs, preferential trade agreements, free trade agreements, SEPA, SECA. But all of them mean the bringing down of barriers, where exchange of goods and services and even investments is concerned. That is also going to be a big component of the talks between the two prime ministers when they meet here in the UK, just on the outskirts of London. And we will see much progress in those fronts as well, apart from the fact that we are already huge partners in defense, energy, frontier technologies. Critical minerals are a great quest these days. So perhaps India and UK could work together on that too. And renewable energy is another area where we expect tremendous progress. There's a vision document that could be also taken forward to 2035. We've already had one in existence, but now that needs to be extended further to 2035. We might see that happening as well during this visit.
Okay, Gautam, yes, we'll have to wait 24 more hours probably to know the details of this India-UK free trade agreement. But, to actually speculate, which are the sectors that could see significant tariff eliminations? You can tell for both India and the UK.
I mentioned some of them, Tanvi, because we do know that textiles, India produces a lot of textiles, leather, there's jewelry and diamonds. These are some of the sectors that India is focusing on. A lot of manufacturing is also, India is becoming gradually shifting from a services sector to manufacturing. So a lot of these goods that are manufactured in India, even in MSMEs, they will be completely exempted from these duties. So India is looking to get a boost in a lot of high employment areas. So it will lead to employment generation back home as well. The same goes for the UK as well. And look at Alcobev, the sector, which India, the existing tariff is 150%. It will just go down by half, right off the block when this FTA comes into effect. By the 1st of May next year, and it will be 75%, and then gradually through the years it will go down to 40%. And the Scotch from Scotland, which is part of the UK, is globally well known. It's a much celebrated thing. India is the highest consumer of whiskey in the world. So that means that's for this one commodity itself, and there are so many others that the UK will get to export in a greater degree, in greater volumes, in greater revenues and profits as well.
Okay, we leave it here. Thank you very much, Gautam Roy, reporting for us in London. So, a historic deal, a landmark deal is going to be signed in the next 24 hours between the Prime Ministers of India and the UK, the India-UK Free Trade Agreement.